Hi, howdy, people. Guess what?
Oh,
We are not dead,
What's
surprisingly.
up, people?
not yet, at least.
Not yet, but I know it's been a long ass time since we last talked and all that, because let's face it, um, college stuff and responsibilities and distance is a thing now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
distance is a thing.
yeah. But besides that, we got a lot of fun stories today.
Yeah,
Also, a lot of dumb stuff that happened to us. And
yeah,
that's what makes out of sync stories out of sync.
yeah. We're always out of sync. We're always out of time, out of mind, out of love
Money.
for humankind.
But
So
we're not out of crime. All right. So what we planning, boys?
All right, so I'm thinking of a good robbery at a Circle K
All right.
next to the house. So what do you think? You go.
All right. I'm down.
do you think? Do you
Take a
think
while for Luke to get here, though.
does a Circle K count as an essential service at this point?
Yes.
You know what? I feel bad for doing that. We're not doing that. That's just. I feel like I'm just disturbing the peace.
Weak sauce.
Yeah.
Let's rob like I don't know, Cheesecake Factory or something.
Isn't that
Oh, the
closed?
cheesecake heist.
That doesn't mean you can't still break into it.
That is true.
You can steal all like the fancy furniture.
Oh yeah.
I want the dishes.
I just want an entire room full of chairs. You know, just like not even stacked, just like throwing a giant pile. You know what I mean? You ever seen that photo?
Yeah, like
First
where it's just like a
photo.
massive file. I wonder like how much those actually like cost though, because like for some reason Cheesecake Factory, even though it's like oh nice delicious pastries, it's like we are the most decadent fucking place on earth. Look at our marble
Right? It looks like a fucking bank in
pillars.
there. It's like scary.
Yeah, like the fucking pretty
It's like a
much yeah.
it's like a fucking Vegas thing. It just like put in nowhere. You know what I mean? It's just it's
Mhm.
out of place.
It really
It's
is.
kind of
It's
weird.
like
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about them, but they're like, look at us, we're so cool with our marble pillars.
Or giant pillars of Vegas and all that. Like, yeah, we are kings here, peasants.
We are
Eat our
King
shit.
Cheesecake.
Yeah, we are King Cheesecake. Eat our shit. And just seeing that, it's kind of scary. But we're not talking about cheesecake. Luke, would you care to start off your
Hmm.
crazy, wacky adventure?
Yeah, so okay, so I guess like fuck the last podcast has been like the beginning of the year, so like so much has happened in that
Yeah.
period of time. Not including, just, you know, the COVID-19 situation, but I'm trying to think like where I should start. Like last podcast, at some point I went back home, of course, or
Yeah.
well, not home. Well, essentially at this point, Flagstaff is like my equivalent of home now because I've been living here for the past few months. But anyways,
How about we talk about the time we hang out in New Year's? Let's talk about that.
oh yeah, I forgot about New Year's. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
had a sort of funny situation in New Year's where literally all of us were just like, we're not doing anything. We're sad, and so I went over
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Rafael Marco's place, and essentially just played PS4 games over there for a little while.
We play Lego Star Wars.
And I had some, if I remember correctly, I had some fucking bomb ass garlic bread over there.
Yeah. And
Uh,
good linguine.
yeah, and some the good shit. The good
Yeah.
shit.
It's a good shit.
Mm.
That god tier linguine.
God-fearing linguine does sound like God-fearing linguine sounds like a band name. I want that to
It
be a band now.
surprisingly does. That's the weirdest part. Surprisingly does sound like, some band. I don't know what kind of genre, but just could be one of those like meme-ish
Mhm.
bands.
Yeah,
Death
yeah,
metal
like a
opera.
complete
That's
meme
what I'm
band.
thinking. Okay.
Death metal opera.
Yeah, you really shred your pipes and just break shit. It's not even a concert. We just kind of harass people, and they pay us for it.
Okay, so you're essentially like, oh, fuck, what was that guy's name? There was like like this like super punk rock like musician back in like the early '90s that had points in which he like literally went out into the crowd and beat people up. And I think one time he defecated on stage.
That's
What the fuck
cool.
was that
That's the
guy's
rock
name?
star dream.
Fuck, I can't remember his name right now. I'm gonna look it up because I
The guy
know where to
sounds
find it.
cool.
Whoever
How
he
come?
is, he's my new role model.
Why don't we get him for a guest? He sounds pretty cool.
Well, he's dead, so I mean,
I mean, that doesn't mean we can't defy a
Let's conjure
body and try to
spirit.
get him.
True. Get his spirit to resurrect from the grave and be like, "Hello, Ma. It's me. It's me.
Hey,
Excuse me a
Ma.
second. It's
He's one of the guys that says "ma."
Ma. I love you,
it's
Ma.
me, Gigi Allen.
Gigi Allen.
That's his
It's a
name.
little Gigi. I'm back from the grave, ma.
Yeah. Literally, I think I can't remember what happened, but I think he died literally because he started a party right after one of his shows, and everyone just got like so riled up in like his whole thing of like let's beat people up that someone accidentally beat him to death.
Oh,
They fucking
shit.
beat the shit out of him.
The irony. It's
It's
a strong thing.
if you can't take it, don't dish it out.
That is
When
true.
you party too hardy.
And you
All right.
Gigi to Allen.
All right. But yeah, Luke, let's just start you off. Like, I know that was like
Yes.
at the beginning. I'm like, we met up in New Year's. We're all depressed. We just
Yeah.
wanted to do something fun.
We all played we played like a little bit of Lego Star Wars, and then I tried out Jedi Knight Academy because like, ooh, I want to play that.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't it Fallen Order?
Or okay, all these names like mixed together in me. I can't remember which one is which. I
He
think
played the Star Wars game, you know, the one where you go swoosh swoosh and the little green man says, "Grr."
Then he got
the one
blasted and
that's
died.
the one that everyone called like the equivalent of like Dark Souls, essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
Feels
the
like
one,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what it was. Anyways, we played that, and I remember having a pretty good time with that. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so that was New Year's, filled with a belly full of garlic bread.
That's the only way to end New Year's, with a belly full of garlic bread.
That's true.
That's
It's
a good
the
way
only
to do it.
way. I kind of miss garlic bread, not gonna lie. Wish there was a place where I could get garlic bread. Anywho, so New Year's ends, new semester begins for school, and they have some new classes and all that sort of fun business. And it's been going pretty good so far. There was one day in particular that I find interesting, to say the least, because it
Ooh.
was. So here's the situation. It's like midterm season. I'm about to go do a test for one of my classes. On the middle of the walk over to my class, I get stopped by these two guys that are like, "Hey, you've got a really cool jacket." And I'm like, "Oh, okay,
No.
thanks." I guess. And it's like, "You seem like a really cool guy. Who are you?" And then it's just like something kind of like clicked in me that this was a bit weird. But like at first, I was like, I'll let people. Maybe these are just cool people. I'm not gonna be like a just paranoid, antisocial fuck for once. And then I let them talk for a little bit. Be like, hey, seem like a really cool guy. We should hang out sometime. He's like, yeah, sure. It's like, hey, do you got a number? And I was like, maybe we'll see each other again some other time. And it's like, okay, yeah, sure. I go over to my class, do my test, and everything went well. And I walked back my usual path, which wasn't the same way that I went, like the same way I tried going to my class firsthand. I started to go through like a cafeteria this time around, and this, it's a different path. On the walk over there, I see the two same guys again.
Ooh.
And it was very weird this time around because, like these guys were just like sort of in the same sort of area, but they were in a spot where like I was going. So it almost felt like they knew where I was heading out to.
That's not creepy one bit, man. I'll give you that. That's not creepy.
But again, part of me was like, I'm just being paranoid. Who knows? And so I met up with them. It's like, hey guys, how's it going? And we talked for like a little bit, and they honestly started to seem like some pretty cool dudes. They were pretty cool. We just started like getting to know each other for a little bit, but then they started asking me some questions that were very strange at first. Like, one of them was like, are you spiritual in any sense? I was like, it depends on what you mean by spiritual, I guess. Then it started shifting into, do you believe in God? And I was like,
fuck.
Who's asking, I guess. And then
don't you go around asking people, hey, do you believe in God? You just put your hand on their shoulder and look deep into their eyes.
Okay,
While
I'll get
holding a
into
cross
that
on their other
soon.
arm.
Okay,
Oh.
no, Marco. That's something I'll be bringing up soon.
Oh, good.
Oh shit.
But
Fuck.
anyways, it goes then on to like then their questions become more blunt, and then I'm starting to realize, oh my god, I've just been stopped by some evangelists. Oh no.
Oh
And
no, oh no.
so I kind of, part of me, like the more sensible part of myself should have been like, listen, I'm not about that. I need to go because I need to study for class. But like I was kind of curious to see, like,
Where's this gonna go?
yeah, because like for one, I kind of enjoy seeing like the depths of where crazy can go, but a part of me was like, don't be judgmental. Maybe they've got some actually nice philosophies. They're, not all evangelists are like gonna try to make you part of some like fucking like pseudo religious cult or something like that.
But don't rule it out.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was just like, I'll listen to your spiel. I didn't say it like that. I said it more like I was actually interested in what they were going to say.
No, you're real mean. You kicked their shins. You said, "All right, fuckhead. Tell me what you got."
All right, Dweebo. Like picked on and spat on, dropped his books 5 more times. Like, come
Yeah.
on, pick it up, pick it up.
Spat in his face. Said, "Yeah, say thank you."
Anyways,
It's the truth.
a true story.
It's the truth. You're only making this fake story to hide the real story.
You got me there.
Sorry about that. Continue, man.
No, it's all good. Anyway, so what they discussed after that was actually sort of nice. Like they talked about like how the community that they were in was like very supportive of them and all that sort of thing, and how they were able, like how it's affected them in their lives. And I was like, oh, that's actually really cool. It's really cool. And I was sort of, my next question was more so like, so I know a bunch of churches kind of believe in different aspects of Christianity. So it's like, so what do you guys believe in?
Ooh.
And so
belief system.
The next few things were something along the lines of like, do you feel you're a good person and do you think you'll go to heaven when you die? And I'm just like, I think so. I'm not the best judge of that personally, but I think so. And they're like, no, you won't. And I was like,
What?
what? And so essentially what they described to me is like,
They're blunt.
like the rules of being Christian, of like, do good unto others, love thy neighbor and whatnot. And they're like, but if you are going to go to heaven, you also need to essentially like unquestionably give yourself up to Jesus. And I was just, I just kind of, I kind of sat there trying my best not to look like really concerned, being like,
I would.
That's
it's
fucking
making
cult
you
talk.
kind of sound like, it's making it sound more like being a good person isn't as important as just being like super loyal to the Jeebus.
Yeah.
And
I mean, yeah. I mean, come on, guys.
then I was like, oh, this is why they're evangelists. This is the kind of version of the religion that's going on right now. Okay.
Now you know.
The more you know. And so essentially I just like sat there and like with the best performance I possibly could, looking like I cared. When inside I was just going, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, please. And so they finished their spiel, and then I was like ready to just bail, and their last thing was, do you want us to pray for you? And I was like, why the fuck do you have to put me in this awkward position? Of course I'm not going to say no, because I don't know how to fucking say no in this situation. And so they prayed for me, but like the thing they didn't say is that they were going to put their hands on my shoulders while doing so.
God.
And so I was just very uncomfortable for the entire time. And the funniest thing was, this is out in like broad daylight in like public. So I just looked at every single person that like took a glance at me, and so I just sort of mouthed help. And after it all, they were like, "Hey, that's really good. Do you want us to get your contact info so we can keep in touch?" And I was just like trying my best to be polite, but to also just say, "Please fuck off." So I
I
didn't.
feel that if you knew somebody that was like out there, like like they just saw you talking to them, I feel like they could have gone to school. It's like, oh Luke, buddy, we gotta go to class real quick, man. Come
Yes.
on. Like I would like at least someone. Like if I was there, I would at least try to help. Like, man, we gotta go. We gotta do this one
Yeah.
thing. Come on, buddy.
Yes, like, come on, you're late for the party or something stupid like that.
And I would just say, like, I don't know. I would try to help out, like, get you out of there.
The
Like,
prince
oh,
is
who's
giving
this?
birth. You're the only medical professional we know.
Yeah, and I didn't even ask about like other things in terms of like their church, like what they think about like gay people or what they think about minorities.
Oh,
Because
no.
I kind of had a feeling like
At least it didn't go on like their full.
yeah, like
If
I
you're not
didn't
gay,
ask them
listen,
about
guys.
that, but like I sort of kind of got a vibe from that, if you know what I mean. Like
Hey.
If you're not of light, you're not all right.
Oh no.
Shut the fuck up,
What if that
Bucko.
is their slogan? Shit.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
it's on the front
But
of the
like,
shirt. I know it.
part of me should have just been like, have any of you guys seen Kingsman?
Which one? The first one or
No.
second one?
The first one.
Oh no, yeah.
then
Yeah,
yes.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I know which
kind-
scene you're talking about. Just like that very
I
Christian religious place. And
I wanted to just have said the thing that Colin Firth says that in that movie. I can't remember the full thing where he's like, "I'm a Catholic whore, my black Jewish."
we praise Satan with my gay lover, and
It's like,
and
and hail Satan and have a lovely day.
yeah.
Oh God, if I ever get in a situation where I do actually see like some sort of like obviously super like Christian person that's trying to convert me, but like it's obvious that their like their moral system is a bit corrupt. If they're like, "Hey, are you accepting of God?" It's like, "Nah, I prefer Satan. Have a lovely day."
It just sounds like my ex. What are you talking about? I wish I was joking. No, that was just it. It's just like full on religion
Yeah.
with her, and it was not fun. That's it. It was
Yeah.
just like it was like it was I don't know. I can't really explain it because a lot of stuff went down. But to summarize it, yeah, it felt pretty much like that.
Essentially,
Well, that's
just
me
like
now, you heathens.
Okay, so I won't like ask you any specifics, but I'll just ask one thing.
No, go ahead.
Like a situation where I can't love you if you can't love Jesus.
Oh God.
Was it
Felt
like that?
Yeah.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's rough, buddy.
And as you can tell, since you like Luke,
Mhm.
Marco, you both know me. You know how I am, and like honestly, I don't want to force anybody into like a thing that they're not comfortable with when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah,
But
of
just like
course.
for the whole time, I just felt super uncomfortable because like I got my own belief system, and like if
Yeah.
you
Raphael?
I think he just died.
now I'm back. Sorry.
Oh,
I was gonna say I thought the Catholic Church assassinated you for your comments there for a second.
Oh,
that's
they
what he
almost
gets for
did.
sinning.
They
He just
almost
kept
did.
sinning
They,
and sinning and said, "Oh my God, I love doing these sins."
yeah. But anyways, like, hold up. Back to what I was saying. I have my own belief system, and to be honest, like forcing someone else's ideas on another is it's fucked up.
Yeah,
Like you
I'd say
shouldn't do
so.
that. Like everybody has their own opinion on stuff, and if you try to like force change it and all that, like
Mhm.
then I see your bullshit. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, here we go.
The way that I kind of see it is like
Yeah.
in sort of the perspective of like the story I just said, like I don't necessarily mind people like preaching their religion necessarily, but there's a difference between preaching and enforcing it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bit different because like that was a situation where it's almost like undercover like evangelists where it's like they talked to me as if they were just like trying to be pally pals, and then they had to throw the Jesus card out of nowhere. But like
That's what they do.
yeah, and I don't necessarily
They love
mind
to
if
throw
like
that.
throw the Jesus card.
Yeah, it's like playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
I have all the Jesus pieces put together, and then it just like symbolizes the cross part of the story.
You even got
Quickly, Christ, use donation basket.
Kaiba's using the Jesus card. But
Agreed. I summon another Christ.
but anywho, yeah, it's like I don't necessarily mind like people preaching their religion, and there isn't anything I find against religion. It's just there's also like you kind of have to be able to take it with a grain of salt sometimes, because
Yeah.
some kind of sectors of Christianity have actually been able to be like, hey, we sort of see some kind of shitty stuff with like, you know, different versions of the testaments, and be able to find what is something that is actually of moral good use, whereas some other people are like, I look at every single word that is in this book as literal proof that God is real and that Jesus was totally okay with, you know, whatever, some like weird, like morally like questionable shit. Like Jesus told me it was okay to hate gay people or something like that.
Yeesh.
God told me it's okay to almost kill my son, then say psych as soon as I get the knife to his neck.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sounds like it.
If God wanted me to like physically harm myself to like a fatal degree, by golly, I'll do it. Like that's
God
what
said eye for an eye. He took my penis, so I took his wife.
But no, like I have nothing against religion. It's just that you kind of have to like also, you know, have a moral compass of your own and not just let religion take the wheel sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, man.
Because, you know, like the thing is, I think there's actually some pretty good in like a whole bunch of different religions. It's just, you know, don't make it all one thing sometimes.
Yeah.
But anywho, to wrap up my story, so yeah, I left the the evangelists that like kind of sneak attacked me with their religion at one point. A few days later, I went over to Nick's place. I think we were just doing something set up for a project, and I talked to him about that, and it was just like, hey, so what was the weird situation? And I was like, you know, I just described my whole story. It's like, oh, those guys.
He knows that.
Yeah, no, like
We hang out.
I asked him, and it's like, no, like those kinds of people just show up on like campus all the time during the season, apparently, because he said that it happened.
Man.
Something similar happened to him last year, I guess.
Really? Ah, man. It continues. Everybody has stories about them. God
Yeah.
damn.
Part of me just kind of wants to make like a documentary where I just interview people who have interacted with like the random sneak attack evangelists, and just be like, make a big story of this is fucking weird.
I mean, I would watch a
Situation.
documentary like that.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. What I've been doing for the past few months, and just like even now, like since I have like, you know, since I stay home all day, is just been watching the most weirdest documentaries ever when it comes to like, you know, just pretty much cults, strange people on the internet, or just legit anything that happened in history. Just like the weirdest parts of it.
If that's something that's been interesting you right now, try finding a film called Jesus Camp.
Jesus. Oh man.
Do you know about that movie?
No, but I'm afraid.
Um, yeah,
Is it,
it's
is it what I
more.
think it?
It's basically like just very much culty bullshit. Essentially,
Ah, there we go.
I remember there's a scene in the movie where like this Christian children's camp, someone brings in like a cardboard cutout standee of George W. Bush, and the kids pray to George W. Bush. And I was just like watching this, like, this is terrifying, but kind of funny, but more terrifying.
It does. That's so just a cardboard cutout.
Yeah, there's
George W.
also
That's something.
there's also a scene that like has been memed up by everyone where they take the kids to go bowling, and one the kid says, "Jesus, I command you with the power of this ball to win me."
Oh my god.
I still got a story about bowling, but we can get to that later.
Yeah, definitely. But no. Anyways, just
Did he
weird
help him?
situation. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in like years, so I don't
Man.
remember.
I laugh he didn't help. Like, oh, I guess he wasn't with me today.
Because he wasn't with me. I didn't believe.
He's probably
in him enough.
busy, you know, guys. Like he's got a whole world to run. Jesus got so busy.
He's got to do some cool skateboard tricks before he helps you out. You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
but no, that's my story. Everything after that is essentially, COVID happened. I decided to just stay on campus for spring break. And I'm still here, as you can tell. Mainly just because like I have family members that like are a bit, immune vulnerable in some ways, and I don't really feel like going over there now. And also for the fact that like I can't get refunds for dorm or food right now, so that's also another thing.
Yeah.
Like might as well. It's housing.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
alive.
your situation makes a lot of sense, man. So you're
Yeah.
kind of you're being smart right now.
I
So,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah, it just sucks ass at the same time. But no, like as of now, like my only real concerns have really just ever been to do like my assignments for class, because now I don't have a job right now. Um, because like everything that's non-essential is closed down, so obviously like what I did for a job isn't necessarily like an essential service.
Mm.
I haven't seen a movie in like 2 months. And yeah.
Life.
Life's been pleasant. Oh my god.
I've just gotten to the point now where I've been doing assignments that aren't even due for another 2 weeks that I could like easily do whenever, because it's just like, oh, I gotta find some way to feel useful.
I need help. God, help me out. Help me out.
Jesus, take the wheel, please.
Oh
I
God.
ain't got anybody.
Jesus, man. That wasn't on purpose. That was just like,
Hey, Daryl, what? Jesus, man.
Oh God.
Her idea.
I hate.
Don't steal it. It's mine now.
This is. Hold on. I just wanted to. All right. No. Oh shit.
Here's my idea for Jesus, man. All right, he's just a guy. He's like 35. He's like 200 pounds. He sees a crime happen, and he
Praise
says,
on
"I'll
it.
save the day," and then he gets on his knees, starts praying to God, and hopes that he fix it.
Question. Why is he outside?
He's just trying to spread the word any way he can because he doesn't know how to use technology.
Ah.
True.
He's 30. That doesn't mean he's like old. He refuses to use it because he saw in a sweat dream that God hates technology.
Mm.
So he walks
Technology is a
everywhere.
The
sin.
demons work. You can see anything there. Anything.
Yeah.
He saw gameplay of Doom and said, "That's what the devil looks like. He's trying to get me."
Doom is secretly the most religious game of all time.
It really
according
is.
to Raphael and Marco.
Well, mostly to Marco.
Yeah, mostly Marco.
I've been playing that game nonstop. I've unlocked quite. I don't want to brag, but I've been kind of the epic gamer as of recently.
I don't want to brag, but I'm probably like top 1 players in the world.
I don't want to brag, but if we 1v1 in real life, I'd probably take some notes from Doom and Glory kill you. Just saying, watch out.
Fair enough.
You just sound like an edgy middle schooler.
Yeah, whatever. I played Doom with the lights off. What's up?
I played on extreme mode, like nightmare mode. What's up? What's poppin'?
Yeah, I said fucking from my dad. What's up? Don't tell him I said that though. Don't spread it around.
All right.
Marco's dad, if you're watching this, Marco said
Don't.
He did watch us. He'll probably just like, you guys should talk about aliens. And I'm like, fuck.
Oh,
Here we
like
go
Ridley
again.
Scott aliens?
No, ancient aliens.
No, them
So-
Incans,
yeah.
I forgot about that show. That's so funny.
It's still on.
It's still on?
How do I know?
Yeah,
Because he puts it on full blast and bought the entire season's worth on Apple TV. You tell me. It all sounds the same. I'm like 90% sure they use the same stock footage over and over in every episode. I'm like 80% sure.
Have you ever
Yeah.
wondered who created the Empire State Building? People say it was by, the New York government, but
Shut up.
really?
Shut up.
Aliens.
Hey, have you guys seen Transformers? What
Yeah.
if they're real? Watch out. This people in disguise.
Watch out.
Have you seen a movie? Have you ever wondered why there's people that aren't there are there somehow? people say it's probably technology and digital camera work, but really,
Blizzard people
aliens.
are outside of your house right now, under burrows. If you're under those small holes, they're probably them. So if you've seen the movies X-Men, Apocalypse, and Venom, chances are they're one of them. Oh,
Have you
I'm
seen
not.
a
I'm not
human
joking. That's
person?
one I'm not joking. That's an episode. I
Wait.
swear to God.
Oh,
I
okay.
saw
What?
I saw pictures of like the blue chick from X-Men and the Venom poster. I swear to God, they're talking about like people morphing to like different species and Terminator. It's just like, what the fuck, dude?
They're so not reluctant. They're so adamant
What?
of trying to make content that they even talked about the fucking Area 51 raid as if it was like going to be this really real event, but they kept showing stock footage of people fucking Naruto running in the background.
I like this. I like to think that, like, from a story standpoint, they try to make it look like it's the fucking French Revolution.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It's just like some historical thing, like when the Russian people stopped the like Soviet situation, just like they all stand up like, fuck you, like fighting the government sort of
Mhm.
shit. But then like in reality, it's just 100 people saying clap them cheeks at nighttime.
Fucking god.
Yeah, I was just it's baffling and kind of weird of just like you can just focus on this one thing believing just like yes all these theories and all that, but you gotta keep like it's kind of like the religious thing. You gotta keep it like a grain of salt, like the whole belief thing. You gotta keep it like that because if you let that control your whole life, you're just gonna be some nuts on YouTube
Yeah,
talking about I don't know my vegan body or some shit. I don't know.
my vegan body. Oh, yeah, bugs and thighs.
That was an Onision joke, but yeah, okay.
I don't. I don't watch Onision.
No. That was just like some shit about him going down, or I don't know. That's been happening. Like
Oh,
Chris
oh wait,
Hansen.
is he? Is
Yeah,
he? Oh, he's that guy. Okay.
yeah,
I
he's
was
that
like,
guy. Yeah,
all right. Okay, I'm glad you don't watch him then. Jesus.
yeah.
I only was like vaguely aware of him, but I also forgot that he was the guy that like is trying to fake having a mental breakdown because people rightly called him out for being a pedophile, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
man, okay, cool, wow,
yeah. It's just like that whole situation of you. That's just another situation that's just like kind of out there as well, and there's so much to go on. But let's just keep talking about other shit that's been happening to us. Marco, do you got a wacky story that
Mm.
you'd like to tell everyone before everybody got quarantined?
No, it's just that fucking COVID-19 ruined my spring break weekend plans. All right, I was gonna buy Doom. I was gonna go see a Quiet Place. I was gonna eat a whole rotisserie chicken, shirtless on my bed. It was gonna be great. And then, oh, COVID-19. Oh, you can't work that week. Oh, you can't come back to the campus, and the theaters are closed. Ugh. The fucking so scared of germs. Whatever.
Yeah, people are afraid of dying. God, yeah.
Oh god.
God, it ruined my weekends.
Oh, too many people have cases of it. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh.
Italy shut down. Yeah, what's Italy done for me? Huh? What's Italy done for me except make pizza?
You guys are just sending like the people that are like protesting in front of hospitals right now.
I know, right? You see
Yeah,
the
I've heard of this virus. I think it's a college prank.
Yeah.
God, no, like those people are actually fucking stupid because like I get like they're trying to be like like oh this isn't a big thing, don't worry about it, but like there's proof that just like Italy itself just like
Yeah, it's like
they're dead, like half some of them are dead, like what, like 20,000.
something like that. Like the statistics are really scary, but like also the US is pretty scary too, and some people
no.
haven't caught on to that apparently.
We're just dumb, white, and we have privileges. That's how I
We're
see it.
dumb. We're white. We got club feet. We got blood clots. We got ADHD. We got ALS. We got ABC. We got Alzheimer's. We got dementia. We got all kinds of stuff.
We've
Got
got it
depression,
all.
anxiety. I'm anxious half the time.
Can't look in a girl's eye without trying to pull her pigtails off.
We've got weapons of mass destruction that we don't know how to use, and we just use it for the sake of making money.
That sounds about right.
We've got probably a healthcare system that could probably take care of this, but we're just not. I guess I don't know. I don't know what the fuck people are even doing right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's sort of the shitty situation is that like it feels like there's probably a good chance that we have the resources to do this, but like the people who are supposed to organize it just didn't give a fuck.
Just sort of
kinda shit
bailed.
the bed.
Yeah, and like the people that are now like tasked to actually like take care of this, you know, like the doctors that are put out in like hospitals and whatnot are just like, what the fuck, guys? we you like we were very much ready to deal with this, but you guys were like, hey, let's not give them the resources or something. I don't know.
Resources? No, maybe later.
It'll fix itself. Just rub it in some
No.
dirt. We'll be good.
So yeah, I don't know. It's just. Also, by the way, Marco, you mentioned a rotisserie chicken. I just had that actually pretty recently. So
Oh yeah, did you eat on your bed shirtless?
no, but I very well could have.
Did you do
So,
it by
Aw.
yourself?
yes, I did do it by myself. Yes.
I'm proud. I'm proud.
I had it over like the course of 2 days though, so it's not like I just went primal fucking animal and just ate an entire rotisserie chicken in my dorm room by myself.
Oh, well, I'm not saying that I would. I would just like be all
I
sad and
would.
eat it piece by piece. Oh well, he would, but he's
I
he's
would,
broke,
yeah.
you know.
Fair enough.
It's just my primal instincts of a skinny, pale man just to like eat like a wild animal, sort of like some creepy like ghoul, like
Like
in a horror
Gollum?
game. Yeah, like Gollum.
Yeah. Well,
Just how he
speaking.
eats heads of fish first, and then that's it. Yeah.
We want them raw and. I fucking watched all those movies like in the span of 2 days, some point recently,
That's fine.
because I didn't know what else to do.
I mean, I don't know, I've been surfing around to like trying to like stay at a good series or a movie to watch. I mean,
Hmm.
like the only two things that's been keeping me like stable, like enough, is pretty much now is What We Do in the Shadows. Like
Hmm.
that season came back, and also Clone Wars, and that's been just like keeping me sane because like for one, I get to see a lot of cool stuff go down, and two, I get a good chuckle. So you know, it's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I've just been mainly watching movies that I have to watch for class, that I have to write about, which has been going pretty well so far.
That's
Most
good.
of them pretty good. Some of them are just kind of terrible though.
I mean, that's half of every movie like you that we all try to see. Like, hey, I hope it's good, but you know, it's just
I don't want to brag, you guys, but during this whole quarantine, I've been gaming. Yeah, you know, I just want to steal the show here for a second, just to talk about how much of an epic gamer I am.
go
I've been
ahead. You
playing.
have the upper advantage. You are pretty much a Chad in this
Mhm.
situation, so I will admit. Go ahead.
Yeah. So back up, nerds. All right. I got this. I've been gaming. I've been playing nothing but Doom and drinking nothing but my own sweat because I've been sweating because I don't go outside enough, and I've just been getting 300 more pounds than I should have.
He has a club foot.
All I'm
Yeah,
going to do
I
is
got a new
drink my
club
own
foot,
pain.
which I use to throw out the screen whenever I get mad, and you know, I've been playing Doom Eternal. Did I not mention I've been playing Doom Eternal? No, I've been only playing that, but recently, PlayStation did this whole thing where it's like you guys get 2 free games, and it's like the Nathan Drake collection, and another game that I played before we started the podcast was Journey.
Oh, Journey is so good. I love Journey.
It is good. I just finished it. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like very short, but it's like so good.
It is. I only got 1 trophy out of that, by the way. I didn't know there were so many.
Yeah. Did you have the version of it where it's like it connects with another player while you're playing it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that. I don't know. That's like it's such like a really fun detail because you don't know who it is, but you can still kind of like semi-contact the person in the way that you're playing it.
You just spam circle, and they spam circle as well, and then you two are communicating, I guess.
Yeah. It's like we really understand each other.
We get it. I can understand. Where are you going? Come back. We're not done.
Uh,
All right. Yeah, that's how I've been seeing that. I saw a little bit of it because I had to do some homework, but
Mm.
he tells me it's a really good game. He found
Yeah,
the 7-Eleven. It's a good win.
On the top of the hill. Yeah, And I've never felt peaceful playing a game before until this.
Mm. It's a good one. That's a very peaceful, like, especially for like the aesthetic.
Because it's either you feel pumped from my experience. You either feel really pumped up, like yeah, this is gonna be great, or really pissed off, like that was bullshit. No. Hang on.
This is like, yeah, just completely like either one or the other sort of experience.
Yeah, that's what I've saw a little bit. Just like it just seemed like a peaceful, nice game, and like
Yeah.
nothing bad. It seems more of just like you're going on this cool journey to 7-Eleven to get that cool
Yeah.
brownie.
Yeah, like the glowing 7-Eleven at the top of the hill.
Yeah, that's all right. I think it like yeah. Sorry, man. I'm just
No,
there's kind of a lot of stuff I kind of want to talk about a little. What happened with me before this whole COVID shit went down.
hmm
I'm
There's
not trying to
one.
steal a spotlight or anything. I'm just like, oh,
Yeah, no, that's all
got
good.
weird shit that happened to me
Yeah, I think
again.
I might just mention, like, since we're on the topic of gaming, I have been replaying Metroid Prime quite a bit recently,
Ooh.
which has been a lot of fun. Because like that's one of those games that I sort of forget was like made in 2002, and it doesn't feel like it.
I
It's
am
so good.
back.
Welcome
Alright.
back.
Sorry, we changed the subject from Journey to Metroid Prime because that's what I've been. That's the only game I've played in like the past month, I'd say.
Ah,
Which is a super super awesome game. I really like it. It's so fun in terms of like the cool atmosphere and like all the fun tech that you have to play with. Um, it just also sucks that like I get lost almost all the time in that game because I'm just like, I don't fucking know where's the power up that turns me into a ball. Where's the needle?
How do I
It's-
turn to a ball like Sonic and I roll around?
Yeah, and so for most of the game, I'm just like, it looks pretty, but yeah. Anyways, that's what I've been
it's
playing.
treating me like too much of an adult. Hold my hand. Come on, where is it?
But since we're in like the gaming topic, like only game I've been playing recently is I've told you this, Luke, but I've been playing a little bit of Animal Crossing around the same time Marco's been playing Doom.
So fucking
I'm
jealous.
not doing it because of the meme. I just thought like, oh, this is a nice game. I got a Switch. Might as well just see how it is.
And
fucking
I
hate you.
have.
I wish I was you.
But yeah, there have been moments where I've been playing Doom and he's actually been playing Animal Crossing at the same time.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god.
We didn't do it for the
Yeah.
meme. It was just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's so happenstance, you know?
Yeah, like
it just
it
happens as a
happened naturally.
coincidence. Yeah. It was just like, hey man, I'm gonna get this cool game. Like, oh, what are you getting? Like, I'm getting Animal Crossing. It was like you just it was the funniest shit because like after like I finished like playing a little bit of Animal Crossing, I was just wondering like, how can I do this? I just saw some memes about it, like, oh shit.
I'd kind of love to see like art that's like you, Raphael, in like in the Animal Crossing style, and Marco in the the Doom style,
We can make that happen.
It's possible.
and then just like a text box, you both just say brothers.
I can tell you for my little guy, we don't wear
Oh, we
any
do the
pants.
Predator handshake?
Oh, I can tell you for my little character, what I do is just like I just wear a cool tropical shirt, don't wear any pants, no socks or shoes. I just run around catching butterflies or chopping wood. It's pretty much Minecraft, but
So wait, no pants, you said?
no pants.
Yeah, no
So
pants,
you're
and
just
he's wearing
kind
like
of
one of
like
those.
dick flopping in the wind, kind of.
I
like-
wish that would have been
Yeah.
funny, but now it's just I'm wearing boxers, so it's
Oh.
just like I'm just running around half
So
naked.
so almost there.
chasing
So almost.
butterflies.
He's also wearing
Yeah.
a fucking like face mask.
Hmm.
Somebody got sick in my village. I'm really
Oh,
worried.
I forgot.
Really
Yeah, it's
worried.
like face mask. It's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm
That's
really
actually
worried.
funny. It's really funny that that's available.
Ironically, it did happen. It's just like, oh shit.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Quarantine every
but
place.
I don't know that much about Animal Crossing, but so far, like for this game, what I've heard is just more of a time sort of game. It's just like it focuses on the day that you're in, and then like when it'll hit night.
Yeah.
And there's like cheats to just do like a time travel thing, like you turn off the clock on your Switch and go back forward to the past to present again to get more money. For
Mhm.
me, I've been just like taking my time with it because why not? There's no
Yeah.
rush.
I've
Yeah.
I've been in the Animal Crossing scene for a little while now. I first started with the 3DS game. I think it was New Leaf.
Really?
Yeah. I freaking love it, and I really wish I
Nice.
still had it. Um, but no, it's such a fun little game. It's kind of like we were talking about with Journey, where it's just like mostly peaceful, because like
Yeah.
even though you have like a situation of you have to pay off a loan, you just
To
somehow
a
still like kind of
raccoon.
to a raccoon. It's still somewhat like really peaceful, and I really like it. Also, yeah, people who do the time skip thing are losers. I don't like them.
Yeah.
That's just my
It's
that's just
true,
my
man. You just need to
opinion.
like take time into it. Just like I got to go on other islands and like like take peaches or oranges, like
I
fruits,
want
and
money now.
well,
It's my money.
it's surprisingly easy to get money. You just need to pretty much do chores, and that's it. You just
That
go to the
sounds
shop
like
and they give you like a shitload.
Yeah,
It does.
it's
I
doing
would have to
things
say
in
the
the
most
game.
like hardest part. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, man.
I was gonna make the jokes like doing things in a game to progress. Lame. I'd rather just skip time.
Yeah. But the one of the challenging parts of that game would definitely have to be fucking catching a tarantula. That's the scariest part
Oh god, I've seen
at
that.
night.
That wasn't in New Leaf from what I remember, and that's like terrifying to see now.
It is because like here's the thing, like you know me, like that's my fear, just like spiders in general, and it's just
yeah,
like pretty much just big hairy ones and all that.
just straight up arachnophobia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. And like I caught one, but I forgot to like give it to the museum
Hmm.
because it was closed and it was under construction. So I sold it, and now I'm gonna have to do that again, just to like grow a pair, go in the nighttime, and just like try to capture one and not let it scare me to death.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah.
No, that does look kind of creepy, actually.
It is. No, trust me, it is terrifying. I just like every time when I go on my map, like my whole maps of how many bugs I caught, I see that one in the far end, and it just scares me like, because it's so
Yeah,
big. It's just like, oh god.
he a big boy.
Like I caught a stink bug, I caught a ladybug, I caught a bed bug, I've
In your bed?
caught a yeah, and I've also caught a giant moth. Like that looks like a Mothra, and it's scary, but also kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's so like the bigger ones are the creepiest ones, I think.
I like it. I like moths like that. I know they look scary, but just like those look fun because they got nice colors.
Mhm.
And it's in my house as we speak, in my little house, not my real house.
Yeah.
Oh.
That'd be a bit weirder if it was in your actual house.
Yeah, it's just in Marco's bed. It took over.
What? No, come on.
He's the new brother.
Yeah, he's my new brother. He
You don't even
consumes the
like him.
lights. I think he's cool. He could be a
Yeah.
Mothman one day. You never know.
That's
It's a
true. You can be
moth.
Mothman. Oh my god,
Yeah.
Mothman Marco.
Aw.
Wait. Better suggestion. Mothcrow.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, Marco.
I'm gonna draw a Mothcrow right now.
All right. Um. Would you guys like to hear weird stories that happened to me these following months before we got?
Yes.
All right. So, let's talk about the bowling story.
Yeah, I remember you said something about that. I was like, huh, I want to see where this goes.
Now, this is like this is like weeks before everything went to lockdown. So, well, we
Mhm.
did see on the news of just like Tom Hanks getting it and all that about like his updates.
Yeah.
It was my friend Kendall's birthday, and we all decided to go to round one, And for round one, it's pretty much like an arcade with bowling
Mhm.
and Japanese arcade games. It's pretty much a good way to summarize it.
Yeah.
So for the things that we did, we just played a few games like Mario Kart and all that. But then we went to bowling. Now, keep in mind, I suck at bowling, but I use this type of technique that got me to second place. And my buddy Richard got really mad, but like in a joking mad because like how I did this.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, the technique that I did is pretty much like I had to hold the ball, like cradling it. I had to like throw both my arms. Like, do you remember from Parks and Recreation, like that one meme of just like him trying to throw the ball without like doing the like good way how to do it?
Yeah, I think I've seen that
Kind of like
meme, yeah.
kind of like how like a little kid does it and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I did that. Did that for the entire thing. I got second place. I was the only one that almost got a strike.
Shit.
the, the
God.
funniest shit that I ever seen because like I didn't think it would work. Like the first try, like holy shit, I got like almost got one. Like almost like I got all 9 except one. And I was like, how the fuck did this happen? I was in lead for a bit, but then like Kendall, the freaking master of bowling,
Oh,
fucking just like threw it. Oh, we got a picture. We got a cool little picture over here.
is that
Marco, care to
Mothra?
Oh,
share?
Mothra. That's Mothra.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I like it. I like
Oh,
it.
damn. Anyways, sorry to interrupt the bowling story.
No,
Sorry about
it's
that.
fine. No, it's all good. Thank you for showing that. But just, I was in lead for around like 15 minutes, but I
Mm.
didn't know that Kendall is like a fucking master at just like bowling and pretty much like epic axe throwing and all that shit. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, damn, axe throwing?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
shit.
yeah, that was like we did that too. It was just like axe throwing. Like that was another story, but just like for bowling, my buddy Richard got really mad because he didn't think that would really work, and I'd done it like a few times. Like the first round, I was very close, but when I did the second time, I always said to myself, I got cocky in that one. I didn't let the ball guide me.
I flew too close to the sun.
Got too
Yeah,
cocky,
that's
kid.
pretty much it.
Ugh.
And I'm still baffled how I did it, but I probably want to try it again to see if I can get a perfect game.
Oh god, that'd be
Like,
so funny if you just kept doing the same thing and somehow you just won the game.
Hell, I'll
like,
1v1 you.
like maybe after this whole thing,
Uh,
me and you, Marco, we could try to do bowling.
Alright, I'll beat you up the legit way.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe this whole thing's over. Maybe all of us can just go bowling and just like see if that works. We all try to do the same thing to
let's
see who
do
gets a
some
better score.
Let's go bowling, boys.
uh,
And I remember I made a name of that, of like what I call my technique, but I don't remember. It was like maybe it was like a shit joke or something.
maybe.
Your power
Yeah.
move, you call
My
it?
the power move.
You haven't seen my true form yet. Can I say
It's just
something
me-
about bowling though?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so I actually really like bowling a lot, but for
Oh.
me, I describe it as almost like the sport of divorced dads.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is.
I don't know if that's
Oh,
just,
yeah.
I was wanted to ask that because I don't know if it's just me, but I get that vibe from it like all the time.
I mean, if it makes it, I mean, to help your statement, I did see one singled out with his kid, with a couple of his kids. So,
Yeah.
and
That's the
I
thing,
didn't
is like I
see a
always
wedding.
see it with just
I didn't
like
see a
dads.
wedding ring. I'm just saying. Yeah,
You
I
never
didn't see a
know.
wedding ring, but you know,
Yeah, because
to each
like
their own. Everybody needs a hobby.
I remember that because I remember seeing like a movie where it's like the story was, oh, the dad was divorced and he's like hanging out with his kids by doing bowling. It's like, oh, I didn't think of anything by that point. But I saw like 3 other movies like over the span of like a year where that same thing happened. It's like, wait, is that just like a thing that dads do for their like divorced dads do for their kids?
I mean, it's proven right now as we speak, and I've seen it in like actual person.
Yeah. It is kind of is that of just like, huh. I don't know what that says about bowling, but you know.
Yeah, like you get all sorts of people. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, specifically divorced dads though.
Do you know that one place next to Lowe's shut down? Like,
Oh, like is it a bowling alley?
yeah, it was like God,
Um,
I forgot what it's called.
oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to go there a couple of times actually.
Yeah, I heard it shut down. Like just before,
Dang.
this whole quarantine stuff. Like it shut
Yeah,
down because
no,
like
it's not like shut down because of that. It's just like in general shut down.
yeah, it's like down.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang, that sucks. I kind
Yeah,
of
like
wonder, like, because of how long I've gone, I've been like what things have shut down just since I've been gone.
I mean, Walmart's still open. I'm trying to think because like yeah, I know what you're talking about. Just definitely malls are closed. The big mall's closed. The other mall's closed. My mall's closed. So
Hmm.
you know, I can't work. So that's fun. Um,
It is what it
yeah.
is. Are you at least filing for unemployment?
They're still paying me though. So
Oh shit, for real?
yeah,
Huh.
but I'm not so sure for how long because like they're just using the sick day technique because I got paid twice for
Oh,
following
right.
month now. Yeah.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
So it's just yeah. So it's just like hard to say what's gonna happen because like I'm not so sure if they're gonna like open around the summer because like our heat wave or something that's coming soon.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
it's I can't confirm anything or I can't even say anything because like I don't know what they're gonna do. They're like always up in the air right now
I cannot
when it comes to
confirm
like
or
big.
deny.
Yeah, I had sexual relations with that woman, but
I did
sort of
not
stuff.
hit her. I mean, I did not have sex with her. I was
I
not
do
her
not
best friend.
have
I did not hold her
COVID-19.
hand.
God. I wasn't even trying to reference that. I just like said that unsubconsciously.
I thought you were just going for the room quote and all. I did not hit her. I did not.
I did
Oh,
not
hi,
get
Mark.
COVID. I did not. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not get COVID. I did not.
I did not.
Just
Oh,
looks at
hi,
me.
Mark.
Mark, you're not 6 feet away.
I mean, it kind of works because, like, for one, Marco is here, and then like, just makes sense. I'm surprised we haven't done like a little bit on that.
That's
Surprisingly,
true. Oh,
for
hi,
like an opening
Marco.
podcast.
I should maybe I should do that for the next one whenever that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just walk. You just like open the door. You have a football. You throw it. Accidentally hit your face. It's just like fuck.
I killed him. Oh,
I have a question. Who here do you think could do the best Tommy Wiseau laugh?
I don't even know what his
Shit.
laugh is.
Oh, you don't know?
Please
Shit.
demonstrate.
Okay, so I'll do mine. So like, has the weirdest laugh. It sounds like a fake laugh, like someone who's like really uncomfortable in the situation. It
Mm.
sounds like this. He goes, ha ha ha. What a story, Mark.
All right, let me try. Ha 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 ha! What a funny story, Mark.
That's good. That's good. You just
It's it,
you got to make
like
it
it's
sound
there.
more. You got to make it sound more forced, though. You got to be like, ha ha ha.
All right. Ha 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 ha! It's a funny story, Mark.
It'll do. It'll do.
Yeah,
You'll
close
learn one
enough.
day, boy.
I know he can't act. I know he did a Joker thing a few months back. Why so serious?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You're at least trying.
I'm trying.
You tried so hard,
Yeah.
and you got so far. At least
Wait, Luke, I've been meaning to ask you something.
it doesn't matter.
Marco,
Yes.
what was that movie called with the bad acting that pretty much that one guy made the same movie 4 times, but just in a different way? Do you know what I'm
Oh
talking
man,
about?
I have no idea. It's made by Neil Breen.
Oh, are you just talking about Neil Breen's whole career?
Yeah.
Yeah, his
Pretty much
entire
why.
fucking mystery of a career.
Because yeah, like no,
He's
almost
just,
all of his movies are exactly the same as one movie.
yeah.
It's essentially like he essentially plays like a Mary Sue-esque character who has like literally just godlike powers for some reason.
Correction,
like-
he has hacking powers.
Or yeah, like
he's
in
the
the case
ultimate
of
hacker.
yeah.
Jesus
He's
Christ,
like
Matrix.
coming. He's the best. He's the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, like in the case of Double Down, he's just a regular person, but he's got like literally the best hacking skills, even though he's like lives in the middle of the Nevada desert.
And he does none of his laptops are on.
Yeah,
He needs more laptops to hack the mainframe.
He
Also, the
needs a
government
warehouse full of
secrets.
laptops for his next one.
yeah.
Right?
Like every single movie, for some reason or another, has like an insane amount of laptops. Or if it doesn't have laptops, it just has a weird focus on technology visuals. Like in I Am Here Now, he plays like techno Jesus in the sense that he has like motherboards like taped onto his stomach.
I'm surprised he hasn't done some sort of
Goddamn.
cyberpunk thing.
Yeah, no, he's done. Okay, so
Dude,
he's
don't
done his.
spoil any of his new projects. You know we've been in contact with him.
Yeah, no, I've been
Yeah,
associate producer on his films.
all right. You know,
Really? Wow.
let's get it out there. We've been helping him write some of his newer stuff.
Yeah. I told him about the stone thing. I thought it'd be funny. I just thought like, hey, what if like this magical rock, but for some reason, you look all ugly as fuck, but yet this chick is like, 20 years younger than you, and then she's like,
Yeah, he always does that.
That's a gross part, right? It's just like you
Yeah.
see like these women, like like for one, his somewhat wife in the movie, which is like this Russian chick who just probably the question popped up like, hey, you want to be in a movie? Like, oh, a
Yeah.
movie. I like to be in a movie, and then just like it
Yeah.
just baffled to her, just like dying by an overdose of pills or water.
Yeah.
I don't know.
To be honest, like it's not necessarily like the surprise of the century that Neil Breen doesn't know how to write women.
And I may have been the one to throw out there that he goes home after getting hit by a car and makes out with his wife with a big gash in his head. That may have been
fucking!
my,
I forgot about that. Oh.
Wait, what
that may have been
about
my
the part
idea.
where what about the part where he's wearing like a mask to breathe, but it's just like they casted his mouth and nose and everything?
That was Luke's idea. I don't know
Oh, yeah,
what
that
was
was
going through your head.
Oh my god. Fucking
and just like he's bleeding to death,
Jesus.
just like in the shower. Ugh.
Yeah, he's just like he looks like he's literally about to die from like the amount of blood coming out, and yet he's just like, I need to take a shower.
Also, Luke, can you please explain why? I don't know if you can, but why does he always cradle the dead body? Like, call 911, call 911. It's just like
He was always
he's
touching his face, even though there's been like a bloodshot or something.
I'm gonna just throw out a possible theory about why he does that in like every single movie.
surprised he doesn't get arrested.
Maybe
movies.
maybe he has like a necrophilia fetish or something. I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like,
cannot believe you've done this. I cannot believe
Not
you
believe
committed
you've done-
suicide.
I will not forgive you. Sorry, kid. Later.
Okay.
Lame-o, and
So-
then gets on his fucking
call
skateboard.
911. My best friend's dead. Call 911. Help him.
Yeah.
Help him.
But like you're
I'm doing that one guy. I'm doing the voices wrong.
call 911.
Call
Call
911.
911.
Is he okay? Is he okay? I need to know he's okay. That's a shoe. Is he okay?
Is he all right? Can I resuscitate him with the shoe?
Can I give him the
I
jaws
just-
of life?
I just want to now just like say what the actual structure of all Neil Breen movies are at this point. So like he's just like, okay, so he's some super like talented like hacker dude, or he's like literally a messiah or some scientific experiment or something like that. He
Eats
has-
tuna in the car.
What was that?
He eats tuna in the car.
Well, that's mainly just Double Down. He has other weird like food tendencies throughout all of his films, I'd say. There's always there's always like the woman who looks like she's like in her 20s, even though he's like a 50-year-old man. There's like political commentary
Evil.
in the film that is like not really even well thought out at all. It's just people are bad when they have power. And
People are evil with power.
Yeah.
And that's why I should kill myself. That's the message.
and then it involves him trying to expose some sort of government conspiracy, and it's like the most like hack brain bullshit possible. And
Can't wait for the part. I can't wait for his next movie where he just starts a cult about him.
He might as well at this point. This is like the logical progression. So he's made like a hacker film, like a mechanical messiah film. He's
Mhm.
made a film where he's literally like an alien god who has like an evil twin brother, and he
Is it
decides to
him?
like,
Is it-
yes, it's literally just him in a different costume.
Oh, I thought it was just him in a mustache.
He calls
There's
himself
that too,
Negative
yeah.
Neil.
I mean, yeah.
Instead of fighting, they just kiss each other. It's just like, whoa.
Who am
We're
I?
one, and
What am
oh
I?
my god, you're me and I'm you.
And
And
they
they
just
just
start
make out
kissing
in
and
the
form to
shower.
one guy, making him.
It's me, times 2.
I'm surprised that wasn't his move. The title of the movie, Me Times Two.
I wish that's what it was. But the name of it is still pretty good though. Do you know what it is?
What is it?
What is it?
Twisted Pair.
It's awful,
Oh.
man. It just sucks.
I just gotta take, guys. I just gotta text from Neil Breen.
We got a
What
what?
does it say?
I
What
got
does
a
it say?
text from Neil Breen. Hang on a
What do
second. He
What do you
said
say? What do you say?
he's been watching the podcast. He likes the idea.
Wait.
He's in. Is he in?
He wants to flush it out for him.
I just love to hear like Marco's mic get muffled, and then you just hear, "You've been talking about my movies this way. You don't know."
Oh, he likes it. He
what
wants
happened
us
to
to
you."
make more of it. Hang on.
He likes our ideas.
He wants us to flush it out to him later. We can't talk about it now.
I love your idea, especially the idea.
Listen here, boys. I like what you're stewing.
It's just yeah, like he just tries to pitch the rest of the movie to us in the middle of the podcast.
Like the
Now, instead of me kissing him, how about there's like 2 more of them, and then we all kiss?
We have a 4-way.
and instead of me, it's just all ladies. So they're completely my age, you know, just hot and young. I don't mean young. I just mean young.
I mean,
Oh.
can we do that? I'm just spitballing here. Can we?
I'm just saying that one part where that one girl, which is pretty much the daughter of his friend, like try to like show off like, you know, everything
God.
to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a red alert. I don't think they ever confirmed she was 18 in the
Also,
movie.
what a weird scene for that. By the way,
For
she
sure.
gets in the pool, takes her top off, winks at him, and then gets out of the pool instantly, and then fucking go take a shower. You know,
Yeah,
she's like,
stepped her-
Okay, all right.
also, she's always like step like 1 foot in there. It was like, oh, and then she leaves. Like,
Yeah.
all right,
So
glad that was there.
So you put on sunscreen and you went out there just for that.
I think we are
It's
forgetting though, the
fucking-
most important like awful sexualization though in all of these films, which is Neil Breen's ball sack and Double Down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I had to bring that up.
Yeah, it was just
I had
like
to bring that up.
I was like 90% sure what I was watching was a porn. I really thought it was because I just thought it'd be like a dumb movie. Because like I try to look up a dumb movie to watch and to somewhat criticize, but also when I saw that, like, man, if I see a dick, I'm out. Like I don't have time.
You
for
didn't
this.
necessarily
I-
see a full dick, to say the
I
least.
know,
Yeah,
but
dude.
just like nobody, I mean, no one, especially if he's married or if he's not, like if he's still out there trying to get some, no one should see that.
No one.
No
should
one.
see that.
I didn't need to see that.
You know, you're right. It is porn though in some sense. It's intelligence porn.
It's it's like a tease sort of thing. Like the
Mm.
whole time you think it's gonna be that, but just like, did I just watch a guy like type on a computer that's not even on for like half an hour?
Did you just see a guy pretend to try to be falling asleep and then dump a whole like cup of coffee into his face?
Yeah.
You did, definitely did.
And what about the
Did you
medication?
see a man who demanded his medication, and the second he got it, he says, "I don't need these pills."
I don't need these pills.
Dude, what the fuck? That was like $80. What the hell?
Just made a fucking big deal about it. Why do you want them?
Your insurance didn't cover that. What the hell, dude?
Dude, those are
Also,
expensive. Fucking.
my favorite bit of that whole movie though is like after he exposes like the whole government conspiracy bullshit that is not even established very well in the film.
And everybody
All-
just
all
kills
these-
themselves.
All of them kill themselves. and one of the guys says, "I resign today as president of the
The
bank."
bank. There's a president of the bank. Is that real?
And I think I
Hold
remember
up.
I showed my dad
I'm gonna look this up.
film. I showed my dad Fateful Findings at one point, and I think we both like literally were just like dying on the floor laughing.
President of the bank. Hold up. I'm actually curious. Who's the president of the bank?
President Bank is the fucking president of Treasury.
Yeah, you
There's no
fucking
president.
did.
Guys, there's no president of the bank. The guy lied to me. What the hell?
Yeah, because it's not a real position.
I feel lied upon this film. I'm
Are
gonna.
you telling me the hacker second coming is fucking fifth?
Essentially, like Neil Breen in that film was just anonymous, but like
Also,
not
can
good.
we please admire how it, like when he was talking about a speech about the corruption, he used the same footage twice for like the camera surrounding him, just like in different angles.
Yeah, pretty much.
This was
I
the
like how
best.
someone's gonna
That was the best part.
shoot him, and then he just looked at him, and they died instantly.
No blood, no blood, just clear brain shot in the head. It was an inside job.
It was totally an inside job. How long have we been doing this? Actually, I forgot.
I don't know, man.
I think we've been going on for like an hour or so.
Oh
Man.
boy.
No, I mean I got one more fun story, and Marco,
Hmm.
this one's recent because we did this a few days ago.
What would we do?
The washer.
Oh yeah, that was yesterday.
No, it was a few days ago.
The washer?
Yeah.
That was yesterday.
No, Marco, like destroying the washer.
Yeah, okay, fine, whatever.
No, I think you told me about that. Yeah, like I could verify that wasn't yesterday. I think.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just being a dip fuck.
He's just lost in time. He doesn't know what day it is. Marco, what day is it?
It's like I'd say it's like a week.
Like what day specifically?
It's like the day, like the second.
Second of
Raphael-
what?
Raphael,
second day,
today's
you know.
today. That's
Yeah,
what-
today's today. He gets it.
it's
Yeah.
today.
So, anyways, a few days ago, my dad got this new washer, and I assumed that since our dad rented a truck, he would just take the old one to the dump or something. But no, you see, what he did is that he dragged the old one to the backyard
Hmm.
and pushed the new one to its new spot. But here's the thing: he took the truck away, came back, and says hey man, well not exactly like hey son, my son,
My
here's
boy.
what I want you to do. I want you and your brother to take this apart so we can throw it away
In our dumpster, by the way.
in our dumpsters. So
Huh.
as you can tell,
All right.
we had an adventure of taking apart a washer, and let me tell you, it's interesting because you know how a washer works, but at the same time, you know what part's the heaviest thing that makes a washer heavy, and it's a giant tub, like a giant, very thick trash can, but it's also a tub,
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
kind of like a barrel. Yeah, that's the best description. It looks like a barrel, but just made out of plastic. And god damn, that was a nightmare of its own because we were trying
Yeah.
to take it apart, and it was stubborn because some of the pieces were really fucking tight as
Mhm.
hell.
I
So
can
we
imagine.
spent our whole afternoon dismantling something we could just drop at the dump and just keep our afternoon.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, this is something.
Yeah, but we did do something really fun and stupid that I'm glad that our dad doesn't know about this.
Tell us.
So I opened the washer just to see the inside. I was like, man, it'd be funny to do. Just sit in there and just spin around in it. And then Mark
And
says
so
you
that's what he did.
yeah, Margo's you could do it. I was no. Then I looked at it okay.
And so
So-
that was our washing machine time machine.
You're washing time.
I made a fucking stupid Australian joke, just hey, look at me, bro! I found a time machine in my uncle Ricky's backyard. We go back in time.
I found out a pile of unpaid parking tickets.
Yeah, we're just making fucking stupid jokes of. I was just spinning around and it going back in time, holding like a wrench or something.
Yeah, he was going to see some stuff.
Amazing. I love it.
Different timelines. He thought it's too much power, so he just
Yeah.
immediately smashed it in pieces.
We destroyed it.
No, might as well.
Luckily, we were able to get everything done. It's just the only problem as of right now. We have a giant fucking tube, like giant barrel tub thing in our backyard.
Yeah, we just have a big tub of the washing machine in our backyard now, and we don't really have anywhere to put it, so it's just kind of there.
Yeah, and it still has water in it. We tried to take it out, but just like we couldn't because like it has like another layer inside.
Just this nasty fucking thing that's just back there now.
Fair enough.
My one hope is that he doesn't like want us to throw it away in the trash, like trash,
The train.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the garbage can, because I hope not, because like that thing's not gonna fit. Like we got a big one, but it's not gonna fit in there, man.
I was gonna say, it doesn't seem like it's something that would be able to fit into like
Yeah.
a regular one.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you got like the world's like fucking biggest sized one, but
I wish that would make things easier.
yeah.
But no, that was just us doing like a redneck hillbilly sort of thing of just like taking everything apart and then throwing it away.
Being like fucking Daryl and Curtis up in this bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The metal pieces were easy because like I'm pretty sure it's just aluminum, like easy
It
to
was.
bend. Yeah. So Margot had fun doing that, and we had to get like a Dremel, like the giant one, like to cut the big like aluminum cube in half, so we can like condense it. It was pretty much a buzzsaw. Yeah.
Oh, huh. All right.
Yeah, our dad did that for that part. Marco went inside. I was on the other. I was like,
I don't trust anyone with fucking live power tools in front of me.
Yeah.
Understandable. That's pretty understandable.
Yeah. Plus, sparks were everywhere, so we had to like extremely keep our distance from like
very. I'd say that's a respectable sort of distance.
Yeah.
You gotta socially distance from the sparks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't want to catch on fire or some shit.
That's the
Just get, like,
worst disease of them all.
Yeah.
Catching on fire, or just getting like shards like thrown into your body.
You don't know if you have it in 14 days. You'd know if you have it instantly.
Yeah. Man. I'm trying to remember what else we did that day. Do you remember anything else, Marco? Anything else we did stupid?
Absolutely not. I was just so tired, done of just dealing with that washing machine. I just wanted the whole day to myself. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
It do be like that sometimes.
It does.
The only recent thing I did was just buy a new laptop.
Oh, that's cool. How is it so far?
Oh, it's not here. It's fucking shipping over here. So
Oh, okay.
that's fun.
Yeah, he's
I
going
have
to
a
get
laptop. It's just not here. I swear, you guys.
one.
Well, when it does come, I hope it's good and not like a complete piece of shit.
Yeah, it comes with 15 pieces. There's a little riddle of how to put it together.
Hmm.
It gives you like one tool, which is a fork, and that's it.
It's a spork.
It's a spork. A plastic
Fucking
one.
plastic spork. Yeah, it's like
You only get one, that's it.
yeah. So that'd be fun.
Yeah. So, do you guys have anything else you want to talk about, or do you think we're gonna call it a day?
Let's see if I got other dumb stories that happened to me.
I got nothing.
I have two weird kid stories if you like me to talk about.
Yeah. Might make them just sort of like quick ones.
Just quick ones. So this one's in my art class. Yeah.
I think I know what you're gonna talk about. Oh no.
No. This is a different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a new one that you haven't heard of. So that was my animation class. This is my art class.
Oh,
So-
gotcha.
I have an art class which is pretty much an illustration sort of thing where like, hey, you just got to draw this. and then that's it. Like I'll teach you about how to do like different materials like inking, charcoal, shading stuff, and I'm not gonna give out his name because like it's his own privacy, and I really doubt
No, you
he
can dox
knows.
him. It's fine. It's like,
Nah. So let's call him Tommy. So Tommy, I thought this guy was okay. I thought he was just like nothing unusual. Now this is my dumb part, and I really thought this wouldn't backfire me, but it did. But for Tommy, I gave him my phone number because like I figure like if I
Hmm.
missed a day in school, like like anything, like if I got sick or just like I have a doctor's appointment or a dentist thing that happened to me in the morning, he'll keep me posted on just like what do I have to do for that. Boy, that was the dumbest thing I did for a school thing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Where did
Eh,
that go?
all right. So I knew he was a little weird, just a little weird, but I didn't think he was be like weird.
Hmm.
But to summarize a little bit of background, he was uh tr- I don't know. I can't really explain it, but just like he was just more on he like talked about he's part of this youth group sort of thing. And yeah, it kind of connects a little
Oh,
around the beginning. It connects a little at the
I think
beginning. It's kind of weird. He's
I
just
know
like,
this
yeah,
is
I'm
going.
a little, but just he also said like, yeah, I'm a fucked up kid a little. It's just like, oh, okay, cool, man.
you're like
Why would you
27,
say
man. I
that?
don't think you can.
Okay.
No, he was like younger than me actually. It was like, okay, man,
Oh,
that's fine.
Hmm.
Like this is like his first semester
Oh.
at my college. So we were just like two different like grade levels where for me I'm close to finishing up and I just want to focus on my own shit. So I didn't have time for like, what was gonna happen. So
Mm.
when I first gave him my number, he just sent me but pretty much a bunch of like default memes. Like, he was trying to be edgy,
Oh.
then some like dumb ones like, oh, okay, that's fine. I don't really care.
Uh,
Like he sent me like a Mario and Luigi meme about like the high ground sort of thing.
oh,
Yeah.
the it's over, and you can have the high ground.
Yeah, like it's over, Mario. Like I have a high ground. Like you underestimate my power, and like
it's
it
just
was
that dumb stuff.
yeah that dumb stuff sort of thing. And I was like, I didn't like it was harmless, so I didn't really care. And then when he asked like, hey, do we have class this week? Like no. So it's just like a simple thing at first. So I thought it'd be normal, but
Mhm.
then around the afternoon around pretty much a week before I got that message. No wait, shit. Like out of random around 4 p.m. in the afternoon, I was watching The Simpsons
Mhm.
on Disney Plus because what else you got to do when you're bored?
Mhm.
And I got this message like, "Hey, you want to hear something weird?" And I was like, um, "Okay." And like you go for like that uncomfortable text sort of thing, like, okay."
Yeah, like try to get the idea that it's like I'm not totally sure about this, but okay, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. It's just like, sure, what is it? And believe it or not, I just said this. It's just like, I had a dream about you. I was like, excuse me?
Red alert! Red alert!
Yeah. Now here's the thing. Yeah. And I was here. My response was, okay. That like, okay, that's it. Like, what?
Did
Like,
he
cause
say anything after that?
no, hold up. I'm getting worse. And then here's the thing. He sent me like a 2 paragraph message on like, what the dream was about and all that. And I showed Morgan, I was like, just block him, man. Just block him.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, because it was a really fucking weird thing.
Tommy was a very interesting guy, but I soon later on blocked the number. I confronted him about it, but I wasn't like, yo, what the hell, man? It was just more like, listen, buddy, I
Yeah.
don't know you that well, and I came up with I came up with an excuse like, listen, I'm trying to focus my final semester here so I can focus on my own stuff, and I don't really have time for this stuff.
Yeah, I
He
don't
was
have
cool
time.
with it. He was fine. Like, oh yeah, yeah. he was fine because like usually like when he has friends, he tells people like about his dreams and his dream journal sort of stuff. So I'm like, oh, what the fuck, man? Come on.
Maybe that's why you don't have so many.
Mm,
Yeah, and
huh.
God, it was awful. It was just uncomfortable half the time because for one, I don't know. It's just like it was weird. Listen, I don't have anything against him. It's just more like I don't know you that well.
Yeah, it's like it's not like if you were in a situation where you did have a dream about someone, you're not gonna even tell them about that most likely because it's like that's a weird thing to have in general. It's
Yeah, because like
like
listen, like I barely knew him. Like if I had a close friend, like I'm not like saying that somebody did this to me, but just
Mhm.
like if I had a close friend, like sure I would have found like, oh yeah, what the fuck was I doing? Like what was I doing in there? Was I like did I have two heads or something?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, like you'd be interested like if it's someone you know well enough to not have like
yeah, like did
very
you push
odd
me
thoughts
over a
about
like
you. That's
yeah,
it.
like did you push me over a cliff or something? Or like listen, if it was like a friend that I knew personally and they told me that like, oh what was I doing in there? Like you know, like that's weird. What'd I do?
What was I up to? What was
Yeah.
Dream Marco up to?
Yeah, you get it, Marco.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Or at least if in the very decent sense, if it was like a situation like that, you'd phrase it in a way where it doesn't sound weird. Like you
yeah.
acknowledge that it's weird. Like I had the weirdest dream. For some reason, you were there too, and
Yeah,
like
if you went with that, I would have been fine. Like, yo, well, what was it?
yeah,
Like, if
and
I knew
instead
him
of just
well
being
enough.
saying like I had a dream about you is like that has a lot of this vague enough to have a
Yeah.
lot of bad connotation behind it.
Yeah, like he was fine with it. He was understandable. And I just said like we could be like, you know, he's are we still friends? I said, sure, that's it. But
Yeah.
like not at a like friend like, you know, daily basis. And he still doesn't know. He still doesn't know that I blocked him. So if he
Um,
like, you know, tries to text me or anything and like I haven't seen it,
hmm.
yeah. So yeah.
So that was one of
More,
the stories, or was that the second?
no,
Was it?
that, like I feel like I could save that other one for a next time, sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I
If you
think so.
want me to, I can explain it, but it wasn't pleasant.
Um, hmm. We'll save it for another time as a
Yeah,
cliffhanger for
we can
anybody.
save it for another time because like one weirdo at a time. You know, it's just
Yeah,
yeah,
I had two in my case, so I mean, like,
yeah.
fair
I
enough there.
gotta ration out my weirdos. That's
That's totally understandable, actually.
yeah. Why the fuck do I
Anywho,
always get the weird people? Like, what the hell? Like, do I just get a like a puzzle like, oh yeah, you can talk to me, sure, why not?
you
Just like,
you
god damn it,
you give off a vibe, Raphael.
god damn it,
You're too welcoming.
god
Yeah.
damn it.
Sorry, it's just your own fault.
I know. I should tell people to fuck off. That's.
Yeah.
I should grow a pair
That'll,
more. Just like fuck off.
but anyways, well, I guess that's it for the out of sync stories. It's obviously been a while since the last one, but you know we've
Yeah.
got a new installation in it, so I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you guys for watching, or whoever's watching this. If you've gone this far, then sorry, it's not the usual, but you
Yeah,
know, it's called being
it's gonna
distant.
be what it has to be for now. You know.
Yeah. I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe for the next one, we'll have other random stories about in quarantine. This was just like before the epidemic happened. So,
Yeah, this is the
yeah.
pre-epidemic episode.
Pre-epidemic.
Yeah,
Before the fall.
Before the fall. But thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, you know, you already know. Like
you know what to do.
you've already heard a lot of people bullshit of just like, you know, like, subscribe, notificate, all that crap. But like if you already know what to do, just do it. If not, cool.
Yeah.
If you like what's happening with just us talking about bullshit and us confirming that we made those shitty movies, then you got that right. But anyways, hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe. Don't die.
Please don't die.
Please don't die. Just please, we need the viewership. Please, please.
But if you do, we won't hold it against you.
All right.
True.
Have a good one.
Yep. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.